Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. You're watching JKL. Tension gripped parts of Nairobi and Kajiado counties today as fresh waves of anti-government protests broke out, one on the first anniversary of the deadly Gen Z-led demonstrations in 2024. Along Thika Road, youthful protesters flooded the highway, overpowering police barricades and grinding traffic to a halt as they surged toward Nairobi CBD. In Kitengela, the atmosphere was equally charged as demonstrators blocked the busy Nairobi-Namanga highway, triggering running battles and long queue of traffic snarl-up.
While protesters engaged police in running battles across different parts of the city, Thika Road was no exception. From Githurai to Allsops, it was far from business as usual. A charged sea of demonstrators marched along the barricaded highway, breaching barriers in a bold attempt to access the CBD. Hundreds of anti-government protesters took over the usually busy highway, rendering it completely impassable. Fires were lit on both sides of the road as the crowds pressed forward.
We feel like the government is not giving an ear to our challenges, to our problems. It is like they are deaf. Wanna get?
Not even a few. We lost many people. Eric Sheni, Rex Masai, Alberto Joang, Juzi, Denzel Omondi. That is just among the 60 people who died, who have been dying. And since then, nothing has happened.
Police officers deployed to maintain order met fierce resistance. Demonstrators hurled stones at them, forcing the officers to briefly retreat toward Roysambu. In response, the police fired multiple rounds of tear gas, but the determined crowd kept surging back. This was not an isolated incident. Just like in many other parts of the country, the protest was held in memory of those killed during the June 2024 anti-finance bill demonstrations. In Kitengela, it was a game of cat and mouse between protesters and police. What began as a peaceful demonstration in remembrance of those killed and injured during last year's protests quickly spiraled into tense confrontations between civilians and law enforcement. Chanting anti-government slogans and waving flags and placards, the protesters attempted to block Namanga Road, the major highway connecting Kenya to Tanzania. Demonstrators pelted police with stones. The police, in return, responded by lobbing tear gas canisters. As the situation escalated, they resorted to using live bullets, turning the town into a battleground.
Omba tu rais wetu William Ruto utuangalie hata sisi, hata kama utatuita mahali tuongeleche sisi jenzi, tafadhali hiyo mambo ya maandamano tuomba tu ikome kwa sababu kuna watu wanaumia sasa.
Shops were looted, leaving business owners counting losses.
Kama 2 minutes hivi vijana wakaingia wakaanza kuvunja, walianza na pale wakavunja pale, ndio hao walikuwa huko wakaingia wote.
Kitengela inajulikana kama pahali pa biashara, lakini haijafanyika, biashara haijafanyika, maandamano imeharibu.
Until today, the town has been largely peaceful since intense anti-government protests in 2024. Lillian Muli, Citizen TV.